Hi, this is Lawrence Frontera, also known as a Punk with Toys on Instagram, and today we are going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Captain America Infinity Saga figure. This is a Walmart exclusive, and this is his Infinity War outfit. And once again, this is the same box for the most part as the Iron Man that I went over and the Thor that I took a look at. Same box. We'll quickly look over it. Tells you that it is the Infinity Saga. It tells you Avengers Infinity War, which you will see the difference is. This one tells you that it's Endgame. This was the Thor. And the Iron Man just tells you that it's Iron Man. So, again, with the back of the box, it just gives you the Infinity War poster that we all got. And the side is the exact same. Again, I really wish they would have put these together because, as I did in another video, you can see how they're supposed to go together. But of course, they didn't match it perfectly, which would have been extremely nice. But, get rid of this one. This is the box. It's nice. It does look different than the other Marvel Legends, as it is a square box. It looks a little bit more like the G.I. Joe Classified, although this box is a little bit bigger. So, nice box if you want to keep the box after you open the figure, and I will reiterate, open your figures, let them breathe. So anyway, here it is. Now, unlike G.I. Joe, I only pick up the different things that I like. And for me, I really like his suit. So here's our Captain America. And you can see he does not come with a shield. He comes with two gauntlets. One that is already opened, one that is closed. Two different hands. The hands that are on here, that I'll show you later, that are meant to grab. He comes with two fists. So if you want to punchy Thanos or anyone else. And his angry face. So I do believe you want him seeing attacking Thanos. So here's our figure. Again, I really do like this figure. And if you watch the beginning of the video, you will see that I did have him with Mjolnir, which comes from the Walgreens Silver Surfer. Then I had him with the shield. And this is the Stan Lee shield, and this one is written on, but frankly, I like my Steve Rogers and Captain America with a shield. And I know in this movie he doesn't have a shield, nor does he have Mjolnir, but hey, that's why I like mine. So anyway, let's take a quick look at this figure. You can decide if you want to get him. He is a Walmart exclusive. I have seen him at Walmart once. So this I did order online, but I did see him the other day with a bunch of Thors, which I've seen Thors all over the place, and I also seen the Iron Man. So if you're looking for them, they are out there. There was only one on the shelf though, so I don't know how much Walmart is getting. Who knows? This is Hasbro, and distribution hasn't been the greatest as of late. So let's take a look at this figure and see what everyone thinks. All right, so here we have it. We'll take a quick look. Once again, the box. Infinity Saga, I really do like the boxes. I like the way they fit. Just like the G.I. Joe Classified. It's going to tell you Infinity War up here. I would absolutely love this poster, to be honest. I like the way that it looks and everything, the color scheme. On the back, we get the Infinity War poster from the movies. And that's really about it for the box. Again, we've seen these on all the figures so far. So now, we'll take a look at the figure, and here he is. And this is our Steve Rogers. Let's zoom in a little bit and make a little adjustment here. And the one thing I'm going to say right now is, even though I like this figure, I like this suit is obviously a sort of suit from the second movie. I like the way the stars and everything. Although, even though I do like the face, and I'm sorry, he does look like Breaker. But the one thing I noticed, and I don't know how well you can see it, he does not look you in the eye. I don't think there's any way to make it look like he's looking at whatever you want him fighting. So that is kind of weird, to be honest. But I think it's better than this face, to be honest. Now, I guess if you have him fighting Thanos, it wouldn't be that bad. But my son did make a joke about how bad this face looked, and I'm not going to lie, not a big fan of it whatsoever. The other thing is the gauntlets. I absolutely hated the gauntlets. And when Black Panther says, "Get this man a shield," I'm still waiting for that shield to show up. Come on, they have all the vibranium. They couldn't make the guy a shield. So, with these things you kind of have to wiggle on. And the one thing I noticed, even when I had the Stanley shield on, is that it's hard to get his hands to stay in. You almost have to pop the hands off first, which the more you pop your hands off, the more you know. But this was actually how I got the shield on. And as you can see, I think it's just easier if you were to put it on like this. And then slide it on. Then you're not going to have to worry about it come off as much or pull the hands. So that's one thing that I can honestly say I didn't really like, but I guess it is kind of difficult. It is made so you can do that if you really want to. And actually it holds on pretty nice, to be honest. Better than the shield, because the shield, you don't really get a good grasp on the straps. But again, that's not really his. So you have the two gauntlets, one that is open, one that is closed. Not that I see that it really protects much more than the other ones. But to get to the suit, I'll say this is the suit that I really did like. I love the star and how it's set. I did not like the original Captain America suit. It looked a little too campy, but then again, it was supposed to be in the 40s, so it made sense. But I do like the color scheme on this. He has a belt. It does move up and down. Take him off here. And he does have your ankle rockers. I will say this, I did have to soak this in hot water because this ankle definitely felt like it was going to break if I tried too hard to move it. So be careful. This one isn't as bad. This one here, it did kind of worry me. So that is one thing that I can kind of complain about. See? So it did move, but if you move it too much here, you can see how it's kind of popping up. So normally after you soak these things in hot water and move it around, it's not that bad. As for the head, I haven't even put on the streaming head, but here is the Chris Evans / Breaker head. And yes, I'm still going to say that it is Breaker. Head pops off like any of them. And then there we go. Now you got screaming, angry Chris Evans. And again, you can make him actually fighting Thanos pretty nicely, to be honest, if you have an Infinity War Thanos. But I love that sound. I love the sound of that popping. Oh, that's nice too. It's like cracking your knuckles. Anyway, I'm gonna have to fix this before I can do anything and get him to stand up again. And like I said, it really does worry me. And to be honest, I don't really want to have to contact Hasbro again. I did just contact them about my breaker. I got that resolved. If you watch that review, you'll see I complained about the legs. But for the most part, this is the only thing, and it's a little too tight, which in all honesty is kind of better than loose. So there you have it. There's just two fists if you need him punching. which is always nice to have because God knows Captain America punches a lot of people. And there is his new hammer. And again, this is not his hammer. This comes with Silver Surfer. Anyway, there we go. There is a quick look at our Infinity War Captain America. And I do really like this figure. Complaints aside with the face and how his eyes don't really look at anyone that he's supposed to, but I do like the figure. Alright, so there you have it. Your Infinity War Captain America Steve Rogers. This is the Walmart exclusive, and again, this is how mine is going to look. And again, he has the Stan Lee Captain America shield, and then the Mjolnir that comes from Silver Surfer, which was a Walgreens exclusive. But again, I like to normally set up stuff to be comic related or movie related, but I really like this figure. Again, I'm not a huge Marvel collector, more of the X-Men, but I love the Marvel movies, so I did want to get the main characters to put in my collection, to put in my display. But again, Walmart exclusive, real nice figure. I do like him, or I would have ordered him, obviously. I won't do reviews on figures I don't like, other than G.I. Joe, because I do collect those, and I am a completist, at least as much as possible, with the Joe Classified. Anyway, I'm obviously rambling on, which means it's time for me to go. It's time for you to go out and hunt for some new toys, because that's what it's really all about, right? If you look behind me, I still got other stuff here, my Panther, my Gargoyles, and you guys watch Gargoyles? Have you seen, they just showed what Bronx is going to look like. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but man, I was super excited to flip through Instagram and go, oh my God. I knew the other two that were coming, Phalog and I can't think of the girl's name, but then you see Bronx, and he's big, he's huge. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm a little too excited for that NECA figure. I want those. Anyway, I'm rambling on. It's time for me to go. Give me a thumbs up, whether you like the video or not. I appreciate it. I'd love to not have any thumbs down. And if you have any recommendations, if any suggestions, what you want me to do, something I do better, something I do good, hey, I love constructive criticism. Anyway, if you want to follow me on Instagram, A Punk with Toys. And you know what? It's time for me to go. Get out there, toy hunt, and have a great night.